Depressions and anxieties are, we've seen people who come here and then who practice meditation able to heal. But what is required? We got to continue to have this regular practice. We just have to be in the practice. Just the way daily food is required, daily prana. If we believe daily prana is necessary, to whatever degree we believe it, then it's required. And so then daily meditation is necessary to create this beautiful, strong mind.
I try to feel the breath. I consciously try to feel the breath and also try to feel that inner aliveness intermittently majority of the times while I'm working, while I'm dealing with my external vendors or the customers or within the company, my colleagues. I try to be with subtly, it will not be obvious when I'm in the meetings also. I just feel conscious breath and then feel that aliveness. That is giving me lightness.
This is the first opportunity for me to do the meditation. And the day when I started doing meditation, when I started practicing the meditation, like I'm getting good sleep. I'm not taking any medication for sleeping. Yeah, this is the big change for me.
Practice diabetes and thyroid. I am a diabetes and thyroid consultant at a charitable trust. So I see how the patients feel and how troubled they are. So I could understand that now I should also instruct them in a similar manner. Otherwise, I become slightly aggressive when they don't follow my instructions about the diet and everything.
And my journey to meditation started with when I had to go through some emergency surgery. And after that, it was like, my life changed 360-degree fully. It was like filled with physical challenges, mental challenges. But then I came to this 40-day program, and simultaneously, I was reading all the books that Sir had suggested. I could really see the change in myself. All those small bits of scary thoughts that were coming in my mind, slowly they had no influence on me. Like whenever I used to go into that corner of my house and felt very, miserable at that time, that thought did not really made any, it was not significant for me after meditation. I really could see that all these thoughts and all that memory that I had created was very blurred now. It did not affect me. And that was a big thing for me. And meditation has magically helped me to come out of it. Otherwise, I don't think I would have come out of it so courageously that.
As a doctor, I am seeing so many patients just because they are non-vegetarian. And so I am promoting more meditation than more than meditation. Patients, they found very drastical improvement in their lives.
Hi friends, good evening, good morning to everyone. Good morning to dear friends who is joining from the West, and welcome to the day 16 of our wonderful white program, Meditation for Confidence, Clarity and Manifestation. So we have seen and heard
everyone for being here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, people. It's very nice to see you all. And today we are going to talk about emotional intelligence. It's a wonderful topic, actually. Something that I feel like is like an onion that peels, because our emotions have so much depth and they have so many layers to it that I still feel like sometimes I find something new within me. And when you understand the depth of your own emotions, when you start understanding uh, what you are going through, what your mind is saying to you every time you are in a situation, that brings awareness. And awareness uh, is such a wonderful feeling, because you're outside of your body looking at yourself and you're like, hey, okay, this is what I'm saying. And when you stand from that space of, it's not me who is saying it, but you come from the space of understanding that this is what is being said, you kind of disconnect. So let's kind of understand the science behind it. Let me just share my screen. You can all see my screen? Yeah, okay, great. So what happened is, if you guys have not read a book from Daniel Goleman, you should definitely read his book. He talks about emotional intelligence. And what happened is Daniel Goleman actually came to India. He came to India and he found out that people do meditation here, and he himself also learned meditation. And when he did that, he realized that meditation is the fastest way to understand yourself and understand your emotion. So he went back and he wrote a book which spoke about emotional intelligence. in some ways, what he says is that when our physical, mental, and emotional quotients are all aligned and all are healthy, then what happens is that our emotional intelligence is stronger. So when you are very healthy in the sense what? Your body is healthy, you feel energetic. The pain that is gnawing somewhere does not bother you as much. You understand it and you let go. The mental trauma, the continuous talking kind of doesn't bother you anymore. It's not like it's gone away. It's there, but it's not bothering you anymore. And emotionally, you understand that whatever situations are happening in your life are a part of you growing. When all of these three things are aligned together, then what happens is that your emotional intelligence increases. So awareness is a big part of understanding our emotional intelligence. Now, if you gain awareness, what is awareness? Let's kind of try to understand it. So you see my screen over here, the front part where it says motor control, speech, smell, concentration, planning, problem solving. That part is called the frontal cortex. So frontal cortex is like a driving seat. That is where most of the decisions happen. Now, let's say the frontal cortex is like the CEO. So right behind the frontal cortex is a space where we have awareness. So awareness is like a help to the frontal cortex. It gives it some signals. It says that, okay, this is okay. Let's make a decision like this. Now, awareness and frontal cortex work together. They work together and make simple decisions about what we need to speak, what we need to say, what happens in a situation, how we analyze the situation. But then there is another person behind. He's called the amygdala. So amygdala is residing somewhere over there. You see that small, tiny thing that's called the amygdala. It's called the emotional center. So you guys would have already had the class about fight or flight mode. What happens is that when you're overcome with a situation, like a dog is attacking you, or something is scaring you, or that you are trying to be a part of you see an impending fight coming on, what happens is that the amygdala out of fear takes control. It takes control and it becomes bigger and bigger. So amygdala is like, let's say, a child that does not really understand anything apart from the fact that I need to save myself. When fear comes on, the response of that is that it shuts everything down and it talks from its past memories. So when amygdala becomes stronger and bigger, what happens is that the prefrontal cortex kind of loses itself. When we do meditation, what happens is that the size of the amygdala reduces, physically reduces. There have been these medical reports in which they've checked that after meditation, the size of amygdala reduces. So when amygdala is in full control, the size of it increases and then it reduces. When it reduces, that means to say what? The prefrontal cortex finally gives a message to amygdala that it's fine, don't worry about it. We are going to be fine. At that point, awareness starts to increase. So I'll give you an example. I was this kind of person who had to fix everything at the time it had to be fixed. It had to be fixed, no matter a problem could not arise. So every time I was in a work situation and somebody mailed or messaged that there was an issue, whether it was 12 o'clock at night, it was a Sunday morning, it was Saturday evening, I had to fix it. But I remember this situation that one day I got a message that there was a problem and I panicked. Usually that is my response. But this time I had started meditating and I had been meditating for over 6 months by then. And suddenly I said, okay, today is Saturday and I am done with work. It is 8 p.m. Right now, I do not need to message or I do not need to fix it immediately. Some part of me felt like, I don't know if this is the right decision. I had a little bit of conflict in myself, but this was a new reaction for me. So I went with it. I said, fine, let's do it. Let's not message and see what happens. Saturday went by, Sunday was completely quiet. It made me it made me quite nervous on Sunday night. I was like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Monday morning, I went with almost knowing that, okay, 1 second. Is it clearer now? Okay. Monday morning, I almost went with a background that, okay, something big is going to happen because we have not fixed the problem that happened on Saturday evening. When I went on Monday, believe me or not, the problem was already fixed. By me not intervening or not panicking, people had already spoken to each other who saw the problem and the other team who kind of came up with the solution. They spoke to each other and they fixed the problem. And I felt I had this unnecessary anxious energy which said that, oh, I have nothing to do. But then the fact is that I realized at that point that I didn't need to fix everything. I didn't need to be a part of everything. It was not about me, always. And that is awareness. When you start meditating regularly, what happens is that awareness starts to increase within you. You realize that whatever situation is happening is beyond you. It's not about you. I realized that all the time before, when I thought I had to fix it, it was I. The I was big there. But with awareness, I realized that the I did not matter. And I was then able to give responsibility to others who were willing to take it, but I was not willing to see it. So the team actually grew better. There was more communication between people. So awareness is like knowing what you're experiencing and why you are experiencing. It is that metacognitive ability of the brain that increases when you do meditation, when you do constant meditation. What happens is that now you understand that the amygdala shrinks, so awareness increases. When awareness increases, what happens is that it develops a lot more neural connections in your brain. So you go from reacting to responding to situations. You don't have to immediately be like, oh my God, what happened? You'd be like, okay, let's take some time. And I have now learned that every time my brain says, let's take some time, I know that a better solution is going to come up. So you can breathe. So what happens in self-awareness is that you reflect upon what your body, mind is saying. You reflect. You're not in the position of, oh my God, what is happening? Why am I like this? You're not there. You're calm. You're able to take the situation as it comes and trust others in the situation at the same time. So when you see the negative chatter, You recognize your negative chatter. And actually, you also recognize your positive chatter. So there's this other experience that I had. I was waiting for an auto, and the auto guy passed by. He went a little further, and I did not see him. He stopped there. I saw the auto number and went there. This guy started shouting at me, "You can't see where I am. You can't come. I am getting late." And he just kept shouting. I started to fight with him. I felt agitated and started to fight with something told me not to. And then I told the auto guy, "It's okay. Everyone has a bad day. You're going to be fine." And I felt like I was looking at myself and I'm like, "What are you saying? You don't even know this person. Why are you saying this to him?" That guy was surprised. He was actually shocked about what my response was. And he stopped talking. And through the journey in the auto, he was completely quiet. When we got down, he said, "Sorry, madam, today was a little difficult." I said, "It's fine. No worries. I hope you have a better day after this." When you recognize your thoughts, when you recognize, you understand where you're coming from, even if somebody else is shouting at you, what happens is that you come from compassion rather than coming from aggression. And when you respond from compassion, the person in front of you, their response also changes. And that happens when you get awareness. Now, awareness is a part of part of what we understand emotional intelligence is. Emotional intelligence, one second, let me just I'm just trying to share my screen here. Yeah. So emotional intelligence is not only just awareness. You start to get your self-awareness, but that's not it. What happens is that when you get self-awareness, you also start to express. So it does not mean, there is a notion that people have that if you start meditating, you're calm and you can't get angry. It is not true. Anger is also equally as much an emotion as happiness is. And it is okay to get angry. But now you know how to respond even if you're agitated or angry. When you have self-expression, what happens is that you can balance your emotions. You can be firm, but you can be confident. And you can be polite. And sometimes you can recognize that I do not have to, in this moment, act upon my anger. But I understand where my anger is coming from. Self-expression also helps you understand your own self. It helps to create that awareness that my communication can be gentle, but my anger comes from somewhere specific and I respect it. So you start to go into bringing out positive actions and positive emotions. Your thoughts become positive. The thinking feeling loop where you're thinking that, "Oh my God, why am I like this?" And your heart is accepting what it is feeling. And then you have this loop and there is this chatter in your mind that constantly happens that breaks. As it breaks, what happens is that you become more thoughtful, more compassionate. You start being more objective. You stop looking at now and you start looking at a bigger picture. As you look at the bigger picture, what happens is that you don't feel superior to anyone. You don't feel like you anymore have to prove yourself. When you don't have to prove yourself, then you're not having to justify yourself. The conversation becomes a lot more friendlier. A conversation becomes a lot more shorter. You disengage from creating a fight. just because you are not anymore bothered about what people would think. And when normally we want to prove a point, it comes from the fear that people are judging us. When you can find love for your own self within your own self, you don't have to be bothered about somebody else's judgment at all. So now you don't have to justify yourself. It helps make relationships better. And when you have self-awareness and self-expression, what happens is it automatically leads for you to do things with more zeal and enthusiasm. So you're happy to do your work. You feel like you have more passion. Things that feel mundane, the work that felt like it was pressure doesn't feel like it. You just are like, okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. Your confidence increases. You become more accountable. You're not finding anyone else to blame, but you're trying to find solutions. So you become more detail oriented. You want to try different things. You want to try different ways of doing the same thing. And this increases, it develops and increase your awareness. And you see, it's a loop, self-awareness to self-expression, to inspiration, to empathy, to engagement, and come back to self-awareness. As any one of these start increasing, they start increasing the other parts as well. So there is a very subtle difference between sympathy and empathy. As you start to understand and you start being more understanding of others' emotions, with being understanding of your own emotions, what happens is that you come from a space of empathy rather than sympathy. Sympathy is something that does not help the person in front of you. Sympathy is something that will pull someone down. For example, oh no, you broke your leg, this shouldn't have happened. How will you walk? Oh, I feel really bad for you. By saying something like that, what you're doing is you're taking the power away from that person. But if you are from empathy, you will say, no problem, even if you broke your leg, I'm here to help you. You come from a space of wanting to be there for that person in front of you. And by doing so, what you're saying is that you're lifting the spirits. You're saying, this is not going to stop you. So as you start understanding self-awareness, self-expression, and you come to empathy, you start to understand that you are no longer having to put anyone down. There are few kinds of empathy. One is your cognitive empathy. That says that if I have more, I will do more. I'll just switch on my light. I think my current just came back. So cognitive empathy says, if I have more, then I will give some more. Then there is social empathy that happens because of our society and stuff, which is a very conditioned response. You are wanting to help people, but you want to be disconnected. You want to have a distance from people. You're like, okay, I will give money and I'm done. But when you come to spiritual empathy, that is the kind of empathy that you develop by doing continuous meditation. Spiritual empathy helps you recognize that everyone is one single unit. Everyone is together. Everyone is part of a whole. As you recognize that everyone is a part of a whole, what happens is that you understand that by helping somebody else, you're also helping yourself. You want to give even though you don't have. You want to help even though you might feel like you're not well. So you start to, as we do that, what we do is that we put our knowledge into practice. And as we put our knowledge into practice, it becomes wisdom. So this journey leads to meeting a lot of people, talking to a lot of people. You want to spread knowledge. For example, for me, as I started to learn meditation and I saw there were so many benefits of it, it was a no-brainer that I wanted to start teaching it. But I recognized as I started teaching it that it was equally helping me as much as I was helping someone else by teaching them meditation. A lot of times there's a situation in life I don't have answers to, and then I'm teaching a class and suddenly I'm like, oh, I know this. This is how I can sort my problems. And then they don't feel like problems anymore. Because now you know that they are all an experience of life and you are not coming from a space of being egoistic. So, friends, in today's class, I think what I would ask you all to do is that before we go into meditation, I want you all to write at least 2 things that gives you inspiration. At least 2 things that will help, that has helped you with self-awareness. When you're meditating, what is that you have recognized yourself with from yourself? What is that that has given you self-awareness? What is that one thing that you have become aware of about your own self? Which emotion is that? And with that awareness, what is that that inspires you? What are you loving to do right now? Take 5 seconds and please write it in the chat. And then we'll go into meditation. Inner energy, positivity. Amazing. Hope, patience will resolve future. Yes. What have you guys recognized with now doing meditation? Calmness. Okay. Yes, that's a beautiful feeling. Self-management, less anger and more patience in moments. Amazing. Self-management. I feel like to let go of my anger and like to not get into more. Okay. Lot of limiting beliefs surfacing. Yes. Your own emotions arise and fall naturally. When someone is angry on us for no reason, we shouldn't react and grow into a fight. Yes. Calmness and peace. But I would say that when someone is angry on us, yes, we can stop the emotion there, but we don't need to check our anger or be judgmental of our own emotion. What we need to do is recognize our own self and say that it's okay that I'm angry right now, but do I want this to turn into a fight? And the answer is no, then you know how to respond. Mindfulness. Yesterday, as I shifted my meditation class to my sleep time, I'm doing meditation with my mother. My mother did for 10 minutes. I did consistently. Suddenly, my brother switched off router. I'm full of anger, but I controlled a lot because for me, it's greatest thing because I have very bad anger management. You have done wonderfully. You don't have to control your anger. Here you have recognized your anger and you took a decision that you do not want the anger to control you. So awareness brings that sense of control. You are on the driving seat. So well done. Amazing. With great power comes great responsibility. Yes. Being patient in tough situations. Yes. But see, this is amazing. You all already started growing your awareness. With this understanding that you have already embarked on the journey of self-awareness and you're going to bring so much good to the universe. Let's get into meditation. So please close your eyes, cross your legs, cross your fingers, and sit comfortably and observe your normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. You'll get thoughts which are absolutely okay. Whenever you get a thought or you feel distracted, please come back to your breath. Let's have a peaceful, joyous meditation.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and resting your attention on your beautiful heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. Feel it, dear friends. Notice the beat, the rhythm of your heart. Your inner knowingness. Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life with its higher vibrations of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply going into an experience of higher emotion? Imagine that you are experiencing great, beautiful nature. You're trekking into mountains. You're helping people in need. Relive that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to direct that energy onto everyone and everything on this planet to help them heal. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Relive that moment and feel that energy and spread that energy to everyone, to everything, or to those who are in need. The more you experience love, compassion, deep joy, the more coherent you become, the more connected you become. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. With your attention at the root of your nose, when you observe your breath, your mind becomes less and less of thought.
as your mind is becoming empty. Allow yourself to experience the deeper calmness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, blackness. Where there's no body, where there's no thing. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of infinite possibilities. The field of wholeness, the field of oneness. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this energy, the more you become of it, the more you receive from it.
stay aware of the emptiness, that calmness, this field of energy, the field of creation. The more you are with it, with this emptiness, the more you tune in. The miraculous possibilities. The more expansive you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into that emptiness. This is your divine self, your greater mind. The more you are with it, the more whole you become, the more empowered you become.
Friend, can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn and experience many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, the fish, the bird, the animal, the planet, stars, sun, moon, Mother Earth, for all the energy, beauty, mystery, and more in our life. For gratitude to everything you use, the system, the company, the governments, the technology that supports our life in many, many ways. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you seen? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation session. Are there any announcements for today? Vignesh, we are not able to hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, now.
is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yes, there is an announcement. Let me just pull that up. So we have our book club sessions, Unlock the New Perspective through the Light Book Club, which starts tomorrow. It's June 10th to July 1st. That's every Wednesday. And the books being covered are The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz on June 10th. Then the next Wednesday, that's June 17th, we have Patriji Answers by Brahmarshi Patriji. And then June 24th is Mind Over Medicine by Lisa Rankin. And then July 1st is Mindfulness in Modern World by Osho. So friends, please do join the book club. It is very informative. When I remember me joining the first book club, I learned about the surrender experiment, and it was absolutely, absolutely life-changing. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the book club. That's all, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I think Sumanji has a question. Yeah.
Yes. First of all, beautiful session, ma'am. Very grateful and thankful, ma'am. You always come and share the great wisdom through which we learn and apply to the real life and get the things amazing in the real as well as real life whenever I was putting. So the kind of happiness I can see in your face, ma'am. So my one question is that should we control our emotions, because in the day-to-day activity we come around the different scenario, different things, meeting different people, get to know different perspectives. So should we consider controlling our emotion, or should we regulate it in a better way? So could you guide me, ma'am?
So there are two parts to it. Any emotion has more depth to it. It's not just that the present situation has brought in that emotion. There's a lot of past that is associated with that emotion. When an emotion comes up, it does not mean you have to control it or you have to regulate it. You simply have to observe it. In that moment, you have a decision to make whether you want to react to that emotion or not. If your decision is to react to it, you're still not wrong. There'll be consequences. If your decision is not to react to it, you're still not wrong. There'll be other consequences. You have to be okay to accept either. But in the end of the day, when you have had so many emotions and at the time that you have some free time, you can sit and reflect on them. And try to ask yourself, what is this emotion? Sometimes, you can see yourself. Sometimes it happens to me. I'm looking at myself, I'm like, why am I behaving like this? Like, I feel like, why? Like, after my meditation, I get up, I sometimes scream at my husband. My husband, like, did you not just meditate? I'm like, yeah, but I'm shouting at you. So later you reflect, like, why? Is there something behind it? Sometimes it's the fear. It's the fear of not being accepted, not being heard. It's the fear of it happened before. That brings out that kind of an emotion. And it's okay. It's the emotion. You scream at someone, you say sorry. Heartfelt sorry, not just like, sorry. And then you take responsibility of your emotion. And the next time the same thing happens, you react to it in a different way. You yourself will not know, but you will react to it a different way. So there is no need to control or to regulate. Do what feels right in that moment. And just go with the flow. And if you felt that what I did not make sense, then reflect on it. If you felt what I did make sense, still reflect on it. It's that simple.
Sure, ma'am. I got my answer. Thank you so much, ma'am. Heartfelt gratitude.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anything else for today, Vigneshji or Ushaji? All right. Thank you so much, everyone, to have joined our class today. It was lovely having you all. See you guys tomorrow again.
Ma'am, I just wanted to add one point to what you had said earlier. So for Sumanji, this is what happens is and I've observed this in my case after meditating is your emotions don't go away, it doesn't change as such. You don't become aloof to emotions. You become in tune to emotions. For example, if there's an incident that happens to me and that really angers me, I am angry, yes, but only at that particular instant I get angry. And for that one moment when I had to convey my point or something, I get angry. But I understood that that anger is for that particular situation. It is not towards the person. It's not towards any other people. It's only for that situation. And with that situation, it ends there. Once that situation passes, the emotion passes, it's a fresh new thing. So there's nothing There's nothing, I mean, emotions is, we are human beings, we are meant to feel emotions. So there's nothing wrong with feeling it.
Yeah, we don't have to run away from our emotions. He's absolutely right. But when you are doing constant meditation, continuous meditation, what happens is that suddenly they don't feel like they are your enemies, they feel like your friends. So you come from a space of, if your friend would have reacted the same way, you would probably say, it's okay, calm down, nothing's gone wrong. You will say that to yourself. It's as simple as that. So please meditate. Do not leave your meditation practice. There's a lot that happens within us. Sometimes a lot heavy emotions when you're meditating comes out because your body is trying to remove all that energy. And in that process, it's very confusing. Why am I feeling so emotional? Just be with it, observe it. Because meditation is ultimately, in the end of the day, trying to heal you. It's like if you have a glass full of water, you're trying to put water in it, some water has to fall out. And that is the process we are in as meditators, that we have to remove all of that water to replace the fresh water within us. So emotions are nothing to be worried about. Thank you so much, everyone. It was lovely having you guys here today.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hand, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are
Thank you so much, Tim. See you tomorrow at the same time. Until then, happy meditating, everyone.